and welcome to CATEX-TV. I'm Tom Bailey in London. It's 4:30 PM in London, 11:30 Eastern Time and 12:30 in Bermuda. Today in history. Today in 1963, Hurricane Flora hit Haiti and the Dominican Republic, killing 7,190 people. And today in 1952 saw the beginning of something that we all take for granted today, the simple barcode. Now a part of everyday life, its patent was granted on the 7th of October 1952. And now to the news. Forecasters in Japan have warned residents on the country's main island of Honshu to prepare for the arrival of what could be the country's most powerful storm in a decade. Typhoon Melo, which has been moving slowly towards Japan, has been packing sustained winds of 160 kilometers an hour and could strengthen yet further as it nears landfall. The storm could hit by early tomorrow, according to forecasters, but it's already causing high winds and heavy rains in parts of Japan. According to the Government Meteorological Survey, up to 40 centimeters of rain is expected over the next 24 hours in the Tokai region, which includes the industrial center of Nagoya. The agency has also warned of high winds, gales and flooding across central and southern Japan. In some parts of Tokyo, local authorities have made sandbags available to residents who want to protect their homes against flooding from rivers and canals. People living in the expected path of the storm have been told to put shields on windows, fill their bathtubs in case of cuts in the water supply, and to gather daily necessities for possible evacuation. According to some projections, Milo could follow a course similar to Typhoon Vera, which in 1959 tore through Honshu, causing widespread flooding and leaving more than 5,000 people dead and tens of thousands homeless in one of Japan's worst natural disasters. And looking at other storm news, Tropical Storm Palmer is in the eastern Pacific, currently passing over the Philippines and on a course for Hong Kong. It's not expected to strengthen to a typhoon, but we'll keep an eye on that. And in the Atlantic, we have a tropical storm brewing. Tropical Storm Henry is heading towards the Caribbean with current sustained winds of about 50 miles per hour. And again, we'll keep you updated on Henry as and when that develops. Rival ethnic groups in Kenya who fought after the 2007 elections are rearming in readiness for violence at the 2012 poll, according to a BBC investigation. It is feared villagers in the Rift Valley province are moving from traditional weapons such as spears to machine guns. Government officials insist they are tackling the influx of illegal arms, but they have been widely criticised for failing to punish ringleaders of the violence after the 2007 election, in which 1,300 people died. A power-sharing government was formed early in 2008 to quell the violence. It has been under international pressure to investigate the killings ever since, but its failure to organise a local tribunal has forced the International Criminal Court to step in to prosecute suspects. The BBC's Network Africa programme discovered armed dealers selling sophisticated weaponry in the Rift Valley, an area hard hit by the ethnic violence in early 2008. One arms dealer told the programme supply was high and prices were low at the moment. He said that right now we have AK-47 rifles for sale, but there are times when we also sell G3 rifles. He said, in a month we sell more than 100 rifles. Members of the Kalenjin community and their rivals the Kikuyu, who are the country's dominant ethnic group, both said they were arming to protect themselves. A Kalenjin man who declined to be named said, "We bought the guns because we hear the Kikuyu have also bought guns. Before we were using bows and arrows to fight the enemy, but changed to guns following the post-election experience because we realised compared to guns the arrows were child's play." A member of the Kikuyu community said he was not willing to wait until 2012 to be killed. He said, "We have to arm ourselves. I did not acquire this gun to commit offences." And Zurich, the insurance group and financial services group, has said it will increase micro-insurance sales in developing nations for policies covering death, illness and natural disasters by 50% this year. It is setting up local distribution deals in China, Mexico, Bolivia, Venezuela, South Africa, Indonesia and Jordan. Brandon Matthews, head of Zurich's microinsurance unit, said policies this year currently cover around 1.5 million microinsurance customers in developing nations. Between 2007 and 2008 we have had over 100% growth, and between 2008 and this year we expect about 50% growth. You hit these plateaus because you sign up with distributors, which brings millions of customers in. Insurance broker Jardine Lloyd Thompson is urging the creation of a bankable insurance program for construction projects in the wake of the global financial crisis. Speaking at the biannual meeting of the Federal European Risk Managers Associations in the Czech Republic's capital Prague, Bernadette Hackett, a partner at JLT, said, although major infrastructure projects are still getting financing, private financing is proving more difficult. According to JLT, a number of construction projects underway in 2009 was already down to the comparable number for 2007 before the crisis kicked in. Hackett said JLT's clients have been facing a difficult market and that although the broker hopes that the construction business will pick up again in 2010, it might be prudent to make sure that good risk management programs are in place just in case. And now in terms of business moves, Tom Coleraine has been named Chief Operating Officer at AIG UK. Coleraine, who will report to AIG Chief Executive Lex Borg, is a chartered accountant and former Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer at the Willis Group. He has been a member of the board of AIG UK since 2007. AIG UK said Coleraine will be of help as the unit rebrands to Chartis UK. In July, the American International Group Inc. moved forward with plans to establish its property, casualty and general insurance businesses under an independently managed company, renaming it Chartis, and establishing a special purpose vehicle to hold its equity. Christian P. Moore was named President and Chief Executive Officer of Chartis. Moore headed AIG Holdings, which AIG initially created to hold commercial insurance, foreign general insurance and private client groups that now make up Chartis. Chartis' business have about 40 million clients worldwide, and in 2008 had $3.3 billion in operating income on gross premiums of $50 billion. Earlier this year, AIG Europe completed a capital increase and launched a reorganization designed to simplify operations and save costs in what the unit described as the first step in a restructuring that will involve existing AIG subsidiaries in Europe. Eventually, AIG Europe will incorporate all the branches operating in the European Union, with the exception of AIG in Ireland and AIG in the United Kingdom, according to an AIG Europe source. Insurance broker Marsh said it has appointed Robert Jeffers as Managing Director and Senior Downstream Broker in the firm's global energy practice. Jeffers, who will be based in Marsh's Houston office, has more than 25 years' experience in energy infrastructure and risk management. Jeffers joins Marsh from Willis, where he was Senior Vice President in the Houston office. He also held leadership positions in energy at Aon, the Lloyds Agnew Syndicate, Wellington, American International Group and Signal Worldwide. Jeffers began his career with AIG and rose to become underwriting manager for energy, including oil, petrochemical, utilities, mining, offshore energy and construction. And finally, Aviva UK General Insurance Chief Executive Igal Mayer says he feels regret at leaving the UK business after more than 2 years. In a statement, Mayer said, "As you know, I am leaving Aviva's UK GI business at the end of 2009 to become Chief Executive for Aviva North America. I'm looking forward to the challenges unique to North America and expanding our business in what is the world's largest savings market in the world. But on the other hand, I feel regret that I won't be here to see through and complete the journey of insurance excellence started over 2 years ago, in which our brokers, partners and customers are just now beginning to see with the products and services we are launching. I have a real commitment and passion for Aviva and the GI business, and I have the same belief in the independent broker channel. I'm proud of bringing that belief, clarity and focus to our business over the last 2 years, and you will see our organisation continue down this path, not just with words but with real investment, as we air our new TV ad focused on the broker channel. Mark Hodges, who is well known in the UK insurance industry, will take over the role of Chief Executive of Aviva UK across both the GI and life businesses on the 1st of January. He shares my passion and commitment for our business and our partners. In the meantime, it's a business as usual, and I look forward to working with our brokers over the next 3 months. I want to thank all our brokers for the support they have given me and Aviva over the past 2 years. Our fortunes have risen with those of our broker partners, and that's something we truly understand at Aviva. Thank you." Well, there's the final words, and thank you very much indeed for joining us today. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Until then,